no, not 16, sorry, 13. 13 pounds. Oh. Hello again and welcome back to March May's Midlife Dolly Crisis. So this week I thought we'd take a break from unboxing the many dolls which I still have to unbox. And we're going to unbox this, which is a real little kind of like pack of accessories. So I'd seen this on Amazon and I'd put it in one of my many lists to sort of just keep an eye on it and see. And it went down in price, so I thought I'm going to get it now. Because I think at one point it might have been like £20. I got it for like £13.67 or something, kind of something a bit weird. But yeah, so I'm going to unbox this. It seemed like a really nice idea to try and get a kind of bunch of accessories because there's the sneakers in there, there's bags in there, I think there's other little bits as well. And you kind of get 2 lots of each. So I thought it would be really nice to get some more stuff for my Barbie-sized dolls or Cindy-sized dolls. So we're going to be unboxing this and I'm going to be trying it out on various of my girls. That makes sense? Various dolls. So here we go. Here is the box. It's kind of less fancy looking than the kind of the balls that you get. Although the real littles I think are in like proper like little shoe boxes and things like that. But as kind of like blind boxes go, I suppose, it's quite sort of basic really, isn't it? It doesn't look exciting. You wouldn't see this on, you know, a shelf in Smith's or you know, anywhere like that. So it is a sneaker and bag bundle, but there are other bits in there as well. Let's get this open and see what's inside. So obviously it doesn't, as I mentioned, it looks kind of quite rudimentary, the whole packaging. So I don't know how it's going to be packed inside. Okay. So, I've never had these before. These are the real little sort of sneaker or shoe packs. So we've got a little bag and then they've got little shoe boxes inside, which are really cute. So we've got those. And then we have got, okay, so that's it. That's everything in the box. Then we've got these. So they did actually show these on Amazon as, you know, one of the pictures. I didn't realise this is literally what you were getting. So you would get what was shown in the picture, which is kind of okay because these are quite snazzy really, aren't they? I think they'll go well with, oops, a bit of tape there. I think they'll go well with, you know, a variety of different dolls. And I do quite like this sort of clear plastic, but like colourful plastic sort of bag there. It would be a nice kind of shoulder bag for a doll. Let's have a look at the bits that are in here first then. So they've obviously packaged stuff in here. So here is a bag which isn't sealed or anything like that. It can be recycled, so there we go, that's good. Obviously the label on this inside says Real Littles, which obviously we know that is, you know, that is the brand. I don't really know an awful lot about them. I don't even know if originally these items were designed for dolls. They might just have been created to be kind of like, you know, just like a little accessory for children to kind of play with, rather than this is going to be for a Barbie or this is going to be for, you know, whatever doll. But anyway, so yeah, so this is the bag now empty. I still really like it. I think it'll work well with a variety of dolls. And as I say, I do really like this whole colourful plastic see-through look there. I'll put that to one side. So let's have a look and see what is in, whoops, here. Okay, so we have got a pair of headphones here, which are kind of small. They're kind of squishy in a way that you can move them, or you can move this band around. And then these bits are sort of rubbery and they've got RL on there as well. I do quite like the colour. It's sort of yellow and a sort of a peachy colour. So that should fit, hopefully, a doll or two. We've also got one of these clips which I can't remember what they're called now. But I think the idea was that you kind of put this on one of the bags. We'll put it on this one, as this is the one it came out of. It was kind of pictured on one of these anyway. And then you can kind of hang stuff off it, I guess, if you want to do that. It's kind of an odd size now, I suppose, because it's not really going to work on a Barbie doll, because that is kind of like a giant clip. But anyway, so that one's empty. Let's move these bits out the way. Let me go that way for a second and we'll have a look and see what is in here. So this is kind of like a sports bag, I suppose. It's kind of a pink holographic material with RL for real littles. It's got like a purple stripe on there. It's zipped as well. I really like the colour of this. It's kind of like a highlighter yellow. Let's see what is in here. So there's other bits in here as well. Let's empty this out. I think literally everything that they showed in the picture is what you get, which is kind of good because obviously it means that you're not getting a nasty surprise, although we don't know what the trainers are yet, so we'll hold off on that. So we have got a water bottle here, which I thought maybe it might screw up. Does it screw open? I'm not sure. I'm not going to force it because I don't want to break it. But yeah, so we have a little water bottle here, which would obviously work as a nice kind of accessory. Again, it's got the RL on it for real littles. It's quite a nice piece. Obviously it's see-through, so you know it can look like it's got water in. So that is that. We've got another one of these clips. Again, I can't remember what they're called. Presumably you can put that on the bag as well. I'm not particularly going to bother. I'm not that interested in that. We've also got a phone case. Okay, so we've got a phone. We've got one phone. Here we go. So this is kind of like a phone for your doll. And I don't know if you can see the detail on there, but there's a bit of a football on there, which they were obviously unaware they were selling it out to a homosexual when, you know, when they packaged it. But, I mean, I'm not very happy with that at all. Maybe I'll have to change that picture somehow. But anyway, it's kind of like a smartphone, I guess, and it's got like little sort of the camera detail thing at the back, which I don't know if you're going to be able to see or not. But yeah, so it's kind of got the screen, and obviously this football thing's on the screen. So we've then got two phone cases. Two phone cases, one phone, which is always the dilemma, isn't it? So we have this one, which has got cat ears and is sort of like see-through sort of plastic, which I think I prefer to the other one already. That's quite cute. I think that's probably going to go well. It's a shame there was only one phone and, you know, they couldn't give you two bits, but there we go. So that's that. And the other case is blue with a stripe on. And again, they both kind of have the RL on them, sort of embossed inside. So that's kind of all the little bits you get. Let's have a look at these. So I've seen a lot of people unboxing these online. It's always kind of exciting to see. Now, are you meant to rip them open? How does this work? So I'm just going to cut this open because I think it's probably better. So these, I think, were originally probably designed to be key rings because they've got the whole sort of like chain thing at the back. I don't know if you can see, you probably can't see in the picture, but there is sort of like a chain. So you would attach it to your keys or something like that. Presumably they've now realised that so many people are buying them actually for their dolls that maybe they can package it with other little things and people will buy them. Okay, so the moment of truth. Let's have a look and see what we have. It's really cute how they've packaged it all. Here we go. These are cute shoes. They're kind of like, I suppose, like Vans in a way. So we've got like a pink upper and then it's got purple at the back with RL on it. And obviously we've got the chain here, which you would remove when you're putting it on the dolls. Obviously these are going to fit like flat feet dolls. probably Ken's maybe more than Barbie's, but we'll see. They might work on both. She might just look like she's got really big feet, but that's not really an issue, is it? So yeah, so that is the first pair. They seem quite nice. Some of the printing is a bit odd, the coloured printing on the back. I think it's mainly with the sort of the letters, they just look a bit weird. Shoes are one of those things that I never really seem to have a lot of. So it's good to have another pair of shoes anyway. So there's that. Let's open the second one. Now hopefully this is going to be a different pair to the first one. The box is different, so I'm presuming it will be, but you never know, do you? Let's just cut this off here. These little boxes, these little shoe boxes are quite nice sort of accessories to have for the dolls as well, I think. Just because they're sort of the right size for them. So again, we've got the really nice tissue there, and oh, these are quite snazzy, and they've got the laces as well. So yeah, so they come with these sort of like faux laces, which are just sort of strung through the top, but you can tie them so it actually looks like proper laces. So these are quite cute. They're really nice colours. I think, is it that way? Maybe they don't do a right and left in these. It might be a bit asking a bit much. So obviously they're quite pinky, different shades of pink and a bit of yellow in there as well. And the soles are that kind of really nice, not quite turquoisey blue, but sort of like sort of neon blue, if that makes any sense. But that's really nice. I don't know if they're going to get the feet in here. It looks like it might be a tight squeeze, to be honest. Maybe the high tops are a bit harder to get on the feet, and once they're on, I think I'd be worried. I suppose you might be able to kind of like put a slit down the back to sort of make it easier to get them on and off. But we'll see. We'll see about that. Yeah, maybe the low tops, is that high tops and low tops? Is that a thing? I'm not really sure. High tops is a thing. I don't know what you call the opposite to a high top. The kind of the regular shoe then maybe is going to be easier because there's more. There's kind of a bigger hole to put the foot in, really, isn't there? So yeah. Okay, so let's have a look at all the bits together. We'll put the boxes to one side, which is still in camera, so that's great. So we've got bags. We've got the two bags there. We've got the water bottle which wants to get away from me. We've got the headphones. We have got the phone cases and the one phone. There we go. And then we've got this clip thing, which is fine. So yeah, I'm happy that I didn't pay £20 for this, sorry. Because it's not... I should probably get it kind of into camera, shouldn't I? Sorry, I've kind of had a day at work today, and I came home and I thought I just want to film this. It probably wasn't a good idea. Work makes me very angry, really angry. They'll probably play this clip when I turn out to be a serial killer or something like that. But anyway, here we go. So yes, this is what you get with it. Again, I'm very glad that I didn't pay £20 for it. I think 13 was okay because I'm not sure how much the shoes are on their own. I imagine they're probably about £6, maybe €7 or something. So it was probably worth it. And also you get these little bits and you get bags, which are always good, and a pair of headphones. Although I'm not sure how big the heads have to be to fit them, or how small rather. So I'm going to get some dolls and we're going to have a look and see what these look like. Okay, so here we go. This is kind of a real motley crew of dolls that I managed to get. So obviously we have got a Rainbow High Girl here. We've then got my kind of the budget Barbie. She's wearing stuff from the advent calendar from last year, if you remember. I've also got a boy fashionista. If you remember, he's the one that's got the kind of the awful shoes which have sort of like the socks sort of attached to them, which are just vile. So I'm hoping he might be able to fit into a pair of the sneakers. And then we have got, oh God, what's she called? Salon Cindy. Something Salon Paula Cindy. We've got pink head Cindy at the end here. Now her head is quite big, so I'm thinking she probably won't be able to use the earphones, but let's see. Let's look at these first. So these are really nice, I think. Now, obviously, they are not going to fit. This is Daria Roslin. It's not going to fit her head because that's much too big. So she'll have to stick this one out, unfortunately. Let's try it on our Barbie here. I'm not even sure it's going to fit her. Actually, kind of. Yeah, I feel like they're a bit... Yeah, that's okay, actually. I think if she had bigger hair, it wouldn't work. But I think that does kind of work. They remind me less of sort of headphones as more sort of like earmuffs, to be honest. But, you know, I suppose they could be either. The fact they don't really sit on her ears isn't really helping the matter because, you know, there might be noise cancelling, but they aren't going to work very well, are they, if they're like that? But anyway, so that is them on her. It might work better on him because he doesn't actually have any hair. But then they kind of just, they don't really sit that well on him either because they won't really go over his ear. Let's put them around the back a bit. No, that's not that great either, unfortunately. I think they were probably better on her, really. Let's try on this girl. She does have kind of big hair. It's not going to go over, is it? Look, she can go like all sort of cyber. There she is. That's great. That's a good look. She's a bit like kind of like Geordie LaForge from The Next Generation as well. She's got the visor thing on. Okay, so they're fine. I still like them. I just think they're probably going to only work on sort of smaller headed dolls or dolls that maybe don't have big hair or anything like that. So yeah, let's put that to one side. So I doubt any of the dolls can actually hold this because it basically just has this thing at the top. Actually, Cindy might be able to because she's at least got a bit of a... Ah, okay, that's nice. Look. So she's walking around with her water bottle. So that's good. And that's actually quite a good size for her. So this would also work for Barbie as well. Here's the Ken with it. Would have been better if I'd actually managed to get a doll which was poseable. I should have had a look for the Lux dolls because at least they've got made to move bodies. But that's kind of okay. It does work. You could even, like, if you're very patient, get some sort of clear elastic bands and sort of just attach it to his hand. That would also work. Let's see how Daria fares with this. I think she's probably going to be able to hold it quite well. The thing with dolls with all their hair is it just gets everywhere. But yeah, that's quite nice. There we go. So she's holding that quite well. Let's have a look at the phones. Now, the phone is actually massive, but phones have become even bigger. I remember when people wanted like the tiniest of phones, but that was before you could go on the internet with them and before they had colour screens even. People wanted really tiny phones. And now people want like giant phones, like you're walking around talking into some sort of, like a tablet or something. Now, this is not going to fit in the Barbie's hands for sure because you would probably need to sort of maybe put a bit of like blue tack or something in the hand there to kind of keep that in. It's not going to work for him either, despite the fact he has got a football on and he is obviously quite sporty because he is, you know, a horse jockey as we decided. But obviously it's not going to fit into his hand either. Let's put it into the hands of Daria. So again, it's not really going to work. I think this is probably going to be better if it's sort of in a bag rather than them trying to hold it. Should we try it with Cindy? Her fingers are a bit more Ah, okay, there we go. She can't actually reach her ear with it, but who talks on the phone now? She'd basically be texting, wouldn't she? There we go. Yeah, so that kind of works for her, and also it's pink, so it really goes with her. That's quite nice. So the bags. The bags are pretty much going to work for all of them, I would have thought. Oh, in fact, are the bigs too... bigs? Are the bags too big? I mean, as a sports bag, it could pretty much carry another doll in it, I would have thought. But yeah, I think that works for Daria. Daria. I've gone all Australian all of a sudden. Here we go. Let's see for Barbie. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of an oversized bag, and people are very into this kind of whole oversized look at the moment, so I guess that would work. This might work as like a sort of a gym bag for him. I should mention he is a petite male, so it might look better on one that's a bit bulkier. But yeah, so he's got that for all of his sportsing stuff. And then we've got Cindy here. She could carry all of her beauty supplies in there. So it is oversized, but it's not too bad. I'm guessing if you had like a smart doll, it would probably be a much better size for them. But I don't know if the strap would probably be too short. I'm not sure. The other one I think might work a bit better because it looks more like a kind of a shopper or like a tote. So there we go. That is it with Cindy. And obviously you could put all the other stuff in, so you can see the stuff, even if they can't hold the stuff. They can have, look, they can have all of that in there. It's got little Preston on it, so you can close it up. So the things, you know, are going to stay safe in there. I'm going to take this clip off because it's really annoying me. But yeah, it's nice. It's kind of like a beach bag, isn't it? Which would work very well for Barbie in her swimwear and her sarong. So yeah, I think size-wise that's pretty much okay. People do kind of use very big bags when they go to the sea because they're going to have their towel and stuff in there as well. So that works quite well. And finally for Daria, I think it is going to work. I don't think it's going to particularly go with her, you know, with her look, but it's certainly it's fine. It's fine. It's just, it does look a bit too big, I think. So, okay, so that's all the kind of accessory bits. Let's have a closer look at who's going to be wearing these shoes. So, first of all, you have to kind of take them off the chain because they're not going to be able to walk with them otherwise. So those shoes are there and they're separate. Let's see if they're going to fit. Whoops. Let's see if they are going to fit this guy. No, they aren't. Because his feet are ginormous. No, that's not going to work. Why has he got such big feet? Why has he got such big feet? That is insane. I'm sorry, he's kind of stuck with these horrible trainer things with the socks attached for a little bit longer, unfortunately. I'm not even going to attempt these because the sad thing is these would actually fit him probably, but I'd probably never get them off his foot again. So I might have a little cry in a minute. Let me put this back on his foot. Okay, so we're going to say goodbye to him for now. Bye. Okay, so it's probably not going to work on Daria because she has got high-heeled feet, and these are very much for a flat foot. So we can wave goodbye to her as well now. So which leaves us with, for Barbie and Cindy, So let's try it on Barbie first. So this is a flat foot Barbie. That is ginormous on her. So that isn't really going to work so much. However, let's take this off and then give this a go, because this might... So this might work. I hope you can hear that outside, by the way, because someone's decided they want to saw something. So let's see if this will actually go on the foot. It's going to be ginormous, but it will, it does actually go. It's quite roomy. You know, if you went to a shoe shop and they sold you these, I think you'd be going back saying, I'm sorry, but why have you given me these giant shoes? They aren't great. They aren't great for her. They're also very loose, so they're not really going to stay on her foot, I wouldn't have thought. They'll probably stay on the foot, but they'll be like shaking around like something not very good. So I think we can probably put her to one side now. So let's see if Cindy will be our saving grace. I'm not looking forward to this because she does have that joint in her ankle, and I'm always worried that I'm going to end up pulling the foot off. Okay, so it's actually a bit better on her foot. However, they are massive. They are actually massive. I know people are using these shoes for dolls, but I'm presuming it's going to be sort of like the Kens, maybe, rather than the Barbies or the Cindys. So that does work. It is a bit loose, but it's not shaking around like it was on Barbie there. And then we've got this pair here, which is again massive. Okay, so I've got these two fashionista guys here. I'm presuming their feet are probably going to be exactly the same size as the other guy. Yeah, you see his foot is massive too, and there's no way that's fitting on there, and I'm guessing his feet are going to be exactly the same. Yeah, okay, so that's not going to work. Please drop in the comments down below on who you have wearing these shoes, because it's none of these, is it? It's not really working for them. Wait, I have an idea. Let's have a look at Miss Barbie Extra here and see if it's going to fit her. I do really like her shoes, so I didn't really want to take them off so soon, but see, these are probably the same size as the other Barbies. Yeah, it's actually, it is loose, but it's not as loose. They're also really cute, but they are massive on her. You probably wouldn't really notice so much if she was wearing both of them. But you can kind of see, if I hold this next to it, there is quite a difference at the toe there. Let me put the other one on and we can see. But yeah, that actually works okay. As I say, they are pretty massive on her, which is a bit of a shame. Like I say, please let me know down in the comments who you've got wearing these shoes. Let's try if the Vans will fit. These are probably going to look even more ridiculous. Yeah, because they're basically just going back and forth. They're not very good for her either. Okay, well, so end of the video. It looks like some sort of shoe massacre has happened. Please comment down below on what you think of this. Would you buy this real little set? As I say, I paid £13 for it, which I don't think I can complain about too much, saying that, as you know, because they were 20 at one point. I wouldn't pay 20 for them for sure. You know, I think no. I think if I was buying like 4 sets of shoes, maybe, but as we've seen, the shoes seem limited to me in who can wear them. So you're not necessarily guaranteed that they're going to work, which is a shame. But yeah, let me know what you think of the video. Let me know what you think of the shoes. Do you like the items that I got? I quite like the bags, and it's kind of nice to have little bits and bobs for the dolls. As I mentioned before, I've not really got a lot of accessories for the dolls. So So yeah, please like, please subscribe if you haven't already. I'm well into the 200s now. Well, I'm filming this kind of a week before, so a week before it's going to go out. So I might be, you know, I might be well into the 200s by then. I'm just scraping past the 200s at the moment. Please tell your friends. Please share the video if you think they're going to like it. Even this one, they might like, if they like watching me struggle with some shoes. And take care wherever you are, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!